Missouri is one of the lowest states in the nation for teacher pay. And then the district I was working for is also one of the lowest paying districts in the state.
Coppage says her yearly teaching salary was $42,000. When she started OnlyFans, she avoided showing her face because of her job as a teacher.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new video. You know what to do. Get on Amazon, get that desired nutrition for that pump, that energy, that focus. After that, you're going to need that post-workout. Get those electrolytes for that recovery. Those BCAAs. Replenish. Recover. Everything is on stock on Amazon. Get on that. Let's get into the video.
A high school English teacher in Missouri named Brianna Coppage was placed on leave earlier this month and quickly resigned from her position after, as the media reports put it, she was outed as a performer on OnlyFans. And of course, the word outed is doing a lot of work here. So is the word performer. She is a prostitute, not a performer, and she outed herself when she decided to engage in this behavior on the internet where anyone in the world can see it for a small subscription fee. Now, I must again remind everyone that you have not been outed when people simply notice what you yourself have decided to post on the internet. As soon as something is on the internet, it is out. It is as out as a thing can possibly be. The outing occurred the moment it was posted, and if it was posted by you, then you, again, outed yourself. That's not how Brianna Coppage sees it, though. She has defended herself to the local media. Here's what she says.
A former teacher in the Metro speaks only to locally to 4 about being outed for bearing it all.
When that Franklin County woman's OnlyFans page was found, she was pulled from the classroom.
Then Brianna Coppage voluntarily resigned, and tonight only our Shoshana Stahl has the first interview with the teacher turned entrepreneurial porn star.
It's just like those connections that I'm going to miss.
Brianna Coppage started teaching 5 years ago.
Being there for students, like celebrating milestones with them.
For the last 2 years and until resigning earlier this month, she was at St. Clair High School as an English teacher. And one reason for her departure, to make more money. She started an OnlyFans page, a site that's growing popular across many generations. On OnlyFans, some offer premium content to build connections with subscribers, such as inspirational speeches, photos, and even adult content.
Okay, time out for a second. Why are we playing dumb about OnlyFans here? What are you trying to achieve? The local CBS affiliate is pretending, for some reason, that people go to OnlyFans for inspirational speeches. Maybe that's the excuse the reporter's husband gave her when she found out about his subscription to the site. No, honey, it's not what it looks like. I'm just subscribed for the inspirational speeches. It's kind of the new generation's version of I only read Playboy for the articles. And that could be where this is coming from. Or maybe they're just randomly lying about OnlyFans because the media reflexively lies about everything and can't help itself at this point. In any case.
Yeah, I think that my problem with OnlyFans, man, is it's not about the money that they make. They make a lot of money. Okay, some of them make a lot of money. Let's not act like that all these OnlyFans chicks are getting millions and millions of dollars a year. There's only a select few chicks that are getting that amount of money, that is getting like crazy paid. My problem with OnlyFans are the dudes that subscribe to OnlyFans. I look at us as weak for subscribing to them, for making them rich. And then in return, the woman who is rich, she shits on her own fans. She has no respect for you as a individual. You understand what I'm saying? She just wants your money. She just wants your money, and you're giving into her talentless efforts. You get what I'm saying? And that's what bothers me, is that we make these women rich off social media. And that is the biggest problem that I have, is that they use social media, things like Instagram, Facebook, not TikTok, because TikTok won't let them. TikTok will not let you use social media to push your OnlyFans. You have to, kind of choose different type of content to make on TikTok in order for you to. Now, I'm not sure if the OnlyFans models do have their OnlyFans site on TikTok, I didn't look into that. But obviously Instagram is cool with them putting their link to their OnlyFans. Now, what do I think should happen? I have a solution for this. This is my solution. I think all OnlyFans girls should be banned from social media, from Instagram, Facebook, and if they are able to use TikTok, they should be banned from TikTok. Now, I don't think that they should be banned from the internet. Like, I think they should still be able to make money for, you know, guys that want to indulge in that type of content. There should be a separate social media page for them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't be able to use social media, the mainstream social media, which has 15-year-olds on there, 12-year-olds on there that are able to watch you putting your stupid, you know, made up videos of you bending over and doing whatever the fuck you do to get attention. Making these dumb videos. Like, I've seen some videos, man, that literally have no type of substance as far as, you know, talent or effort. Like, the video is just dumb and it has 500K likes on it. What the fuck is that? Like, I don't get that shit. That shit pisses me off, that you have all these hardworking people that make that take time to make content, to make it, you know, look good or whatever, put all this effort into it, and they're getting like, you know, 2,000 likes or something or whatever, and these women are just doing nothing, just doing the bare minimum and having all these dudes like them. And it has to be 500K dudes with a sprinkle of women. Can you imagine 500,000 dudes liking a post? That's crazy to me, man. That is crazy to me. And getting all this traction just to go over to a website, a nudes type of website. You understand what I'm saying? They should be able to, I'm cool with them advertising, but do it somewhere else. I don't believe that Instagram is the place for it.
In any case, here's what Brianna has to say for herself. Listen.
Missouri is one of the lowest states in the nation for teacher pay. And then the district I was working for is also one of the lowest paying districts in the state.
Coppage says her yearly teaching salary was $42,000. When she started OnlyFans, she avoided showing her face because of her job as a teacher.
And a lot of people asking, why didn't you just get like a part-time job somewhere? But teachers also take all of their work home. Like, we don't get to stop working when we leave the school day. We don't get to grade all 130 students' papers during the day. It's just not possible.
Yeah, but you also don't work the fucking whole year. You take as many vacations as the students take. You get the summer off. The students get the summer off. You get the summer off. The students get Christmas off. You get Christmas off. You know, let's not make it seem like you work like so much harder than someone who works all year round for $42,000 a year. For you to work as minimal as you work as far as the days you work, and you're getting $42,000 a year, that's pretty good compared to somebody who works all year round with no spring break, no summer break, no winter break, and makes $42,000 a year. So I get it. It's not that much money. I do get that. But this is your solution? That's your solution, OnlyFans. That's the best you could come up with. Come on, man.
Possible when you're teaching. So we take that work home with us on the evenings, on the weekends. So getting a second job is just really not possible.
The St. Clair School District said in a statement it was notified of the posts by an individual not affiliated with the school. The statement goes on to say the district immediately retained legal counsel for assistance due to the sensitivity of the matter and to protect the integrity of the investigation.
Our handbook policies are very vague, and they just say something about, like, represent yourself well. Did I violate that? I feel like that's a matter of opinion.
Yes, ma'am, you did violate that. It's actually not vague at all. I suppose there could be some gray area in the represent yourself well category, but when you start selling your body on the internet, you have definitely crossed over the line. Not just crossed it, but you've trampled it into dust. Becoming an OnlyFans prostitute is the very definition of not representing yourself well. If the district needs to clarify that section of the handbook, then they should do it by adding a picture of Brianna Coppage, a fully clothed picture, just to be clear. Brianna defends her decision to become, as the news anchor puts it, an entrepreneurial porn star by saying that, well, she makes a lot of money doing it, which I'm sure she does. But the problem is that I make a lot of money doing this is the worst possible moral justification for anything. Okay, many of the bad things people do, they do because they make money doing it. But we don't accept that as an excuse. If someone says, accuses you of engaging in objectionable and immoral behavior, and you respond, but I make a lot of money doing it, they generally aren't going to say, oh, okay, well, never mind then. I mean, obviously, it's totally acceptable in that case.
Right.
I just want to make sure that you weren't behaving in a disgusting and shameful way for free. But as long as you're making money, then never mind. Carry on. That's not how the conversation goes. And that's because we know you're doing it for money and attention and validation, but that doesn't make it better. Now,
so let's be realistic about the job in itself, if you want to call it a job. A lot of women that join OnlyFans, they finally drink the Kool-Aid and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna do it too. A lot of y'all not making a lot of money. There's only a top like 5% of women that are making all the money in the OnlyFans industry. Just because you start an OnlyFans, it doesn't mean you're gonna make a lot of money. Most of y'all are not making any money. The problem is you start doing it thinking you're going to make a lot of money and you actually don't. But now your pictures are just on the internet and there's nothing you could do. Once they're on there, they're on there. They're just on there. These women are bad influences on other women. That's the other problem that I have. And that's why I think they should be banned from all social media platforms that are not strictly about corn, so to speak. Anything that doesn't have anything, because you're not bringing any value to the world. You don't bring anything to the world. All you do is show your body and get the validation and then get money from people to show them more, right? You could argue that that's what fitness people do, right? Guys who are just showing they're in the gym and they're taking their shirt off and they're just looking for validation, right? But a lot of those guys probably sell a program or sell a nutritional plan or a workout routine that help them to get their physique, right? To help them look healthier. They're offering something. They're offering something to the world for people to gain access and to better themselves. What is an OnlyFans chick offering? What value does she bring besides you busting a nut? Is that value? You fantasizing about women on your cell phone that you can't get, that you'll never be able to get, that's valuable? Come on, that's destroying. That's actually destroying the man. That's why I think it should be banned. And like I said, a lot of you guys are not going to make that much money. You think you are, but you're not.
To all the young women watching, you are not most likely going to be an OnlyFans millionaire, as many of these young women will tell you on the internet that you are going to be. The majority of people are not making anywhere near the kinds of money that these women are talking about on TikTok and Instagram. So they entice you and they bring you in and you go, you know what? It's just one set of photos. Why not do it? And we'll charge $12.99 a month or whatever it is that you charge. And the money doesn't come in like it came in for these women. So now you have this trade-off of your pictures are now on the internet for all of eternity, and you left that, footprint, that digital footprint there, and you didn't get the return that you expected. So now you either go deeper down the rabbit hole of posting more and more content and trying to create to make up for what you've lost, or you live with the fact that the digital footprint has your naked body on it.
That digital footprint is there. It's there, and it's there forever, and there's nothing that you can do about it. You didn't do exactly what you thought you were going to do, and it's too late. You can't. Who do you go to get it taken down? Or you've decided that, this wasn't a good idea. There's no turning back now, really. When you start it, it's like, and you just keep digging yourself deeper and deeper into the culture of you're turning into this woman that sells your body for money, because essentially that's what you're doing. You got a subscription, you have you do voice calls, you basically do whatever you want for your audience, right? So what's the limit? Well, it boils down to what won't you do for money? You know what I'm saying? And when you start looking at the people that make, millions and millions of dollars, the people that are just like, making whatever amount a month, you know what I'm saying? 100,000 a month. They're making 100,000. That entices women to like, man, maybe I could do it. Things you never thought that you would do, but now you're considering it because you saw this one girl make this much money. It's a little different for people that are not in that industry. Let's say somebody like, let's bring one of the highest guys, LeBron James. If he gets a $500 million contract and you're like, wow, I get to play basketball, that kind of entices men, or athletes in general to want to play the sport. And what's bad about playing basketball? What's bad about playing football? What's bad about going into real estate or being a fitness coach or being a doctor or being whatever? These are things that you should aspire to be. You want to be someone like LeBron James. You want to be someone that's one of the highest real estate earners in the country. You want to be something like that. But do you want to aspire to be an OnlyFans chick? I would think not, but they're influencing women to do this.
How much do you think I would make if I started an OnlyFans?
A fuck a ton. Like, you probably, if it ever, I don't see anything ever dwindling down, but
Just hop on. People say that all the time. They're like, you'd probably make a lot if you just, I don't think I'd, what do you do on that?
I do whatever my supporters
You
want
just
me to do.
Pictures?
Pictures, videos, voice notes, messages.
Really?
Yeah.
How much do you make a month?
It depends. Good month, bad month.
On like a horrible month, what would you
A
make?
horrible month, probably like 400,000.
Okay, I wish I need to do that. The more I talk to you, the more I'm like, I should just start an OnlyFans. Ruby saying she makes $400,000 on OnlyFans in a bad month is unbelievable. I feel like people can talk whatever shit they want, but that is a lot of money and does have me thinking. How much do you think I would make if I started?
It is a lot of money. And this Bobby chick, she could probably make good money doing that because she already has a platform. She's already established herself as a social media person. She's not doing so good now, but she's doing better than most. Well, let's put it that way. 400,000 a month. Bobby probably makes, she's got videos that are on YouTube that are generating money still, that have millions of views, based off her boring ass interviews. But I think she sees that her career is starting to plummet, and she's now doing interviews with these type of women, and she's like, shit, maybe I should just show some ass, man. I mean, damn, 400. If I can get anywhere near that, if I can get 100. So this girl, just based off an interview, she's already been thinking about it. You could tell she's already been thinking about it. But just based on the interview, now she's like, maybe I should do it. Pretty soon, this Bobby chick is going to be showing some nips and tits, man. It's inevitable for her because she's already, I think she had a dude too. She had a baby. She has a baby. I think her and her man are divorced. They got divorced because she's taken this social media thing so to the extreme. She started interviewing all these different guys and these industry plants and shit. And people think she's an industry plant. She started taking over like how, what is his name? I can't think of his name, how he interviews. And she kind of took his style and started being kind of quirky and weird and shit like that. And so she does the same thing, but it's not working. Funny Marco, that's his name. So she kind of acts a little bit like Funny Marco, or tries to have this weird type of demeanor towards her and ask these weird questions, and it's starting not to work for her. So she's like, maybe I should just show some ass, man, and just see what's going on. But that's what I'm saying. I think these girls should be banned. I think right when she opens up her OnlyFans, she should be banned too. Fuck it. Like, ban them all, man. And I'm saying just ban them all from social media, man, because they don't bring any value to the world. And it's the same with drug dealers and shit. You got drug dealers that are like making, let's say the top earner of drug dealers are making millions of dollars. Let's just say that. And that's all you talk about is you're promoting that on social media, that you sell drugs and you made this amount of money selling drugs. Is that allowed on social media? Do you think that person will be banned? Because it's illegal, yes. Prostitution is illegal. But it's not illegal to show your body, sell your body, pictures, video-wise, or whatever. But if you sell your body in a physical sense, actually making contact with somebody, that's prostitution, and that's illegal. Whatever, whether it's illegal or not, I think they should be banned, just like the drug dealer should be banned from making content about selling drugs. Now, a rapper rapping about selling drugs, I mean, that's questionable. That's questionable too. If you're a rapper and you're rapping about how you sell drugs right now, this is what you do right now. I sell drugs right now. And the feds get a hold of your music, they're gonna arrest you. Eventually, it's gonna catch up to you. A lot of these rappers are rapping about crimes they committed, and the feds are listening. They're listening to your music, and it's only a matter of time until you slip up and you go to jail. And they're gonna use that music against you. They're gonna use it against you. But for these women, the prostitutes, I mean, these OnlyFans models, there's no repercussion for them. There's nothing illegal. They're not doing anything illegal. So I say, continue to do it. Continue to do it. Do whatever you want, just not on these platforms. I think they should be banned from these platforms. I think that is the fairest way to get their, it's going to affect their money. It's going to affect their money. Unfortunately for them, it's going to affect their money. And maybe this will start bringing things back to, not necessarily the way they used to be, but bringing some of these women back into reality of maybe they shouldn't be doing this. Maybe this is not the way to, maybe this is not sustainable. The only way it is sustainable is because it's here for everyone to see. They're on the most popular platforms advertising. So they're going to get these, again, 15-year-olds, 12. Yeah, they put on there, you got to be 18 years old in order to buy my stuff. But they're still getting the follows from them, the likes and shit from these young kids. You're still getting the older men that don't want to better themselves and they want to pornography, you're still getting that type of dude. And if you are a dude that's doing this, you got to stop, man. All you're doing is just, you're making them rich off your dime. If that's what you want or you don't care, at the end of the day, do whatever the fuck you want, man. Do whatever you want. You're going to do whatever you want anyway. So it's all good. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know. Let me know if my solution would be effective. Do you think it'd be effective, or it wouldn't really? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and share the video. And I appreciate y'all watching. See you in the next video. Peace.